What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, creating a sketch illustration of Iron Man. Let's set up today's lesson with a plain piece of white paper and a pencil, and start today's sketch off with this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick. If you want more details on our art supplies, I'll leave a list with links in the description below. Now the first thing we want to do is break down the basic shape and pose of our drawing before we get into the details. So let's start by sketching a line coming down the center. We'll start at the very top. Just going to work our way down towards the bottom using these short lines. Let's move back to the center and draw another line going across from left to right. Now I want to use these two lines to help us create a circle in the center of our page. So from that center point, let's move up. It's going to mark off the top of our circle right about here. Let's measure this distance from the center down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Let's repeat that across this horizontal line. So measuring the distance from the center over towards the left and then the right. Now I want to connect the center point of each mark with a curve to create our circle. So let's start with the top left, and the circle doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just using this as a guide. You can always go back and just smooth this out. Now with our circle and guides in place, we're going to start positioning the head. Over on the left side of our circle, we'll draw an oval for that earpiece, just going around about that size. Now from the top of that oval, we're just going to slope the head, coming down and across towards the right side of our circle. Let's go to the inside of that oval, draw a straight line coming down. Now that jawline is going to sit along this line, so we'll pull this all the way down towards the bottom. Let's add another guideline on the right side of our circle, going up, and we'll extend it all the way down. Now right where this line meets the bottom of our circle, we're going to slope the jawline, coming down and forward to right about here. And I'll flatten off the chin with a straight line going out. Let's connect the ends with a half circle, going up and then down across the chin piece. Now we're going to go halfway between this point and the bottom of our chin, right about here. It's going to angle the head coming down and then slope that forward towards the chin. So just adding some shape to the profile edge of the face. Now underneath this oval on the left side, let's draw a straight line coming down the back of the neck, turn about there, slope the back coming down and then out. Let's go underneath the chin, draw a straight line coming down the front of the neck, and then down here, it's going to slope the chest coming down and out. Now at this stage, we're getting a pretty good idea of the shape of the head. So let's go and start adding some more details. We're going to start with the eyes. From the outside of our circle, let's step in, draw the front edge of the left eye. Just going to angle this down. Then from here, draw a straight line going across the bottom of the eye. I'm just going to bend this up towards the inside. Let's slope this up towards that top line. Let's go back to the inside of the eye. We're going to take this line, just going to slope it forward towards the front of the brow. Step in, slope this down, and then out. Let's add that trim around the mask. From this center line, let's step up, angle this down across towards the cheek. Now from here, it's going to slope this forward, coming down and in, right about here, angle this down, and then out towards the jaw. Now I want to go back to the top left side of the eye. We're just going to add a curve, going around the side of the head, going up, and then bend that down towards the left side of our circle. Let's follow this line up towards that curve, step up, angle this up toward the top. I'm just going to slope this in and then down. Slope this down towards the outside of our circle. Now I'm going to start balancing out the top of the head. So from the top of our oval, slope this up and out. We just want to build up the top of the head, going up towards the top, go across, and then down towards the forehead. Now from this point, we're going to step down, slope this down and forward, go up across the edge of the mouth, angle this down towards the outside. Let's go back up to the cheekbone, angle this down and in, come down towards the bottom, leaving a little gap. Now that we have the basic shape of the head, let's go back and erase some of these guidelines. Now once we've cleaned up our drawing, we're going to take a step back and just take a look at our overall proportions. Now this is where we can make adjustments if needed. Now the bottom half of the head, I just want to pull this back a little bit further. So up here, just going to slope this back in and pull the chin past the inside edge of the brow. It's going to come down. Just moving everything over towards the left. And then we'll go back and just erase that original line along the outside. I'm also going to slope the back of the neck over toward the left and build out the shoulder area. Go back and clean this up again one final time before we get into our detail paths. Just going to build out the brow area. Just pulling this out further. And now once we're happy with our proportions, I'm going to go in and start adding some more detail. Now I want to start with the brow. We're going to add a thick bevel around the eye. And we can go and just darken out the bottom edge of the bevel. Just enhance this trim on the side, going up and then out. Also adding a little bevel along the base of the jawline, coming down. I'm just going to open up the edge of the mouth. I'm going to raise that trim up a little bit higher along the top. Now we're going to go back and just clean up our drawing one final time before we add more details and shadows. Now I want to go in and just darken up the darkest areas of the head. So we're going to start with that chin piece along the front, and the area inside the mouth. Also the area around the cheeks. Now you're just going to darken up that bottom area and then fade that out toward the left. I'm just going to add a few more seams and details across the helmet. Let's switch to the side edge of our 2mm pencil and start adding some shadows. So on the right side of the neck, we're just going to step in to create a bit of a highlight. Just going to darken this up and then fade that across towards the left. I'm going to stay underneath the head. Also adding a drop shadow. So we're going to darken at the top and come down. Now with the back of the neck, we want to do the same thing. So just adding a reflection line and then fading that in. Do the same thing across the shoulder. Just going to continue that down at an angle. Now I want to do the same thing across the front edge of the face. So just stepping in, just going to add a core shadow line or reflective line going up toward the top and across the top of the head, across the forehead, and then we're just going to blend that in. I just want to increase the contrast of our shadows. just going to layer some more detail on top of our drawing. Now, as we get closer to the end of our drawing, we're just going to tighten up our shadows and reflections, and always be sure to sign our artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's our sketch illustration of Iron Man. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.